Welcome back to Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News, where we separate truth from speculation. Tonight's update, straight out of Iraq, is raising eyebrows everywhere. The CBI isn't giving a lot of information about the revaluation of the currency, and that's exactly the point. They can't say it outright, but if you listen closely, those quiet tones are the heads up we've been waiting for. Before we begin, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single CBI update when it hits. From the streets of Baghdad to the global finance rooms, there's a strange silence, the kind that says something big is about to happen. Iraq's central bank isn't giving out direct answers, but insiders and watchers are catching those quiet tones, those subtle hints that seem to say, pay attention, but don't panic. And that's the real story, they can't talk about it publicly. Central banks, by international law and economic ethics, can't announce or hint at currency revaluations. Yet, when you look at what they're doing rather than what they're saying, the signs are louder than words. The silence that speaks volumes. They're not giving a whole lot of information, one Iraqi finance watcher said recently, but they sure can give you the heads up. That's the whisper echoing across financial circles. The Central Bank of Iraq knows every word they say can shake markets. They can't promise revaluations or rate changes, but what they can do is drop hints, adjust systems, or prepare digital tools that only make sense if a transformation is coming. So, why the silence? Because this is how real currency moves happen. When major financial resets are on the horizon, transparency disappears and preparation begins. You won't see it in press conferences, you'll see it in technical rollouts, digital transitions, and policy reshuffles that seem unrelated, but aren't. Digital dinar. The hidden catalyst here's where it gets fascinating. Reports suggest the Central Bank of Iraq is preparing to peg the new digital dinar to the Arab accounting dinar, a regional digital settlement standard used among Arab nations for clearing accounts and stabilizing trade values. That might sound like boring accounting jargon. It's not. Pegging to the AAD would effectively stabilize Iraq's digital currency within a much larger, oil-backed regional financial ecosystem. It's not being called a revaluation, but it acts like one in disguise. This could create a foundation strong enough to support a higher value exchange rate, but without setting off the global speculation alarm that every central bank fears. Why the CBI is playing it so quiet? Let's be real. Central banks can't tell you when a currency's value is about to move. If they did, it would trigger chaos, insider trading, panic buying, speculative manipulation, and possibly global financial distortions. So instead, they move in silence. They test systems. They align with international banking standards. They build new digital frameworks. They hint through regulatory changes rather than public statements. In Iraq's case, the digital transformation of the dinar isn't just modernization, it's positioning. They are setting the stage for something that can only make sense if the value of the currency is meant to carry more weight on the global scene. The tell sign. Everyone's talking about. Insiders keep using one phrase. The tell sign. That's the giveaway, the subtle move that reveals something beneath the surface. And right now, Iraq's tell sign is technology. The country's financial system is quietly aligning with international digital settlement standards, ISO 20022 compliant systems, blockchain-secured transactions, and interbank connectivity that allows instant cross-border digital payments. Why does that matter? Because you don't upgrade your entire national banking system for a currency that's meant to stay local or low value. You do that because you're preparing to re-enter the global stage. Global watchers on alert. The IMF, BISC, Bank for International Settlements, and neighboring Arab financial authorities have all been monitoring Iraq's reforms closely. Analysts say that once Iraq fully connects its digital dinar to the AAD structure, it could pave the way for a redefined valuation, not through announcements but through function. This is how modern revaluations happen. Quietly. Digitally. System first, rate second. And when the switch flips, it's instant. As one expert put it, when it happens, you won't hear it first, you'll see it reflected in your exchange rate screen. Connecting the dots. Let's connect the quiet dots. The CBI has announced multiple new digital payment initiatives. Iraq has joined regional banking integration projects with the Gulf. The Arab Monetary Fund is promoting the Buna payment system, designed for real-time currency settlements across Arab nations. Iraq's banks are updating compliance standards to international digital frameworks. Each piece alone seems small. Together? They form a clear picture. Iraq is not standing still. So, what's really going on? They won't say, revaluation, they don't have to. The moves, the silence, and the strategic digital upgrades all point toward a hidden phase of economic transformation. Iraq is preparing its currency for global usability, not just locally, but across oil trade, regional settlements, and future digital trade systems. It's not hype. It's architecture. Quiet moves, massive impact. So here's the truth bomb, not from rumors, but from reality. When a central bank stops talking and starts building, something historic is underway. Iraq's central bank isn't being secretive to hide something. They're being careful because they're building something too big to risk for speculation. Watch the quiet tones. Track the digital moves. Because when the system goes live and the markets recalibrate, those who were listening, not guessing, will understand exactly what just happened. That's the latest from Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News, and if you're listening closely, you can feel it, something big is shifting. The CBI's silence speaks louder than words, and these quiet hints could be the strongest indicators yet that major movement is on the horizon. What do you think? Is Iraq preparing the stage for a digital dinar revaluation? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to spread awareness. Stay locked in right here with Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News, where the whispers from Iraq turn into tomorrow's headlines. Thank you.